Hi there and welcome to the day 14 of my 25 Days of Christmas tutorial series. Today I'm going to create a bunch of easy to make holiday gift boxes. I will be explaining what's so unique about them, and I will also be introducing you to a very interesting brand which is a treasury of dies for making all sorts of bags and boxes. The brand is Helen Griffin's Simply Made Crafts. I will put a link down below to Helen's products as well as to her YouTube channel. By the way, when you are finished watching, do visit Helen's channel and check out the video that she has created using paper discovery products. So let's create the first box with the square pillow box die set. This large die is a box template, and there are also some smaller ones that you can use together with that box. As the brand name implies, the projects are very easy to put together. Once you have the template die cut, you can assemble it in no time. So let me show you how it works. I'm placing a sheet of patterned paper into my die cutting machine. You will need a large die cutting machine for this die set. Then I'm kind of centering the pattern on a box and I'm sending it through. For this box, you only have to die cut the template once. I'll be showing you two ways of using this die set, a simple and a more complicated one. Once the box is die cut, I have to fold down all the tabs along the crease lines that are created by the die. When you fold down all the tabs, you will see that you have kind of the bottom of the box and the top that are connected at one side. And all you have to do is to put them together like that. For this quick project, I'm going to use no adhesive at all. I'm just using a piece of twine. I'm tying a bow in the middle of the box, and this twine is going to keep the box closed. This project takes less than 2 minutes to put together, and it's perfect for mass production. I think this is what I'm going to make to my children's school friends this Christmas. The next project is going to be just a bit more complicated, as I'm going to add some nice touches to it. So I've die cut the template out of this brown paper, which is the part of the pad that is also by Helen Griffin. I'm going to use that small circle die that is also included in the set to create the notch. The rest of the process is the same as before. I just have to fold down all the tabs along the lines created by the die. Patterned paper is perfect thickness for this type of project where you have to do banding, or you can also use medium weight cardstock, not a heavy-duty one. I'm going to turn this box into a hanging decoration, so I thought a tassel will go nicely with it. To create a tassel, I'm using a tool called Tassel Loom that is by We Are Memory Keepers. When the tassel is ready, I'm going to take it off the loom and trim down the ends. Now I just have to attach it to my project. To do that, I've die cut this panel using the die from the set, and I also created a long loop using the same twine that I used for the tassel. I'm placing the loop as well as the tassel at the wrong side of that panel, and I'm taping them down using the washi tape. Then I'm applying some adhesive at the wrong side of that panel, and I'm sticking it down inside the box onto the bottom, just like that. Here I have noticed that the tassel end should be a little bit longer. That is easy to fix. I'm just pulling it down and then I'm attaching that panel inside the box. Once the twine is attached, I'm going to close the box just as usual. As I'm doing it, the loop and the tassel are going to stick out from the inside of the box. This time I have decided to use some adhesive to keep the box closed. I'm only applying it onto the two tabs and I'm leaving one of them open, the one that has a notch. This box can be opened and closed multiple times, and here is where you put your treats. So this is how you turn this box into a decoration, and I'm also going to decorate the front of the box. So I've die cut the same panel one more time, and I'm also going to use that mistletoe die that is a part of another set that I will be showing you in a couple of minutes. I'm going to create a bundle of mistletoe, so I'm using a little bit of liquid adhesive and sticking down a couple of branches in the center of that panel. I'm also going to add the smaller one at the top. As a finishing touch, I'm going to add a wax seal. This one has a snowflake image and I'm using a marker to just mark the orientation of that snowflake. Creating wax seals is very easy and it's a lot of fun. You just have to be a bit careful because it's hot. The seal in wax I have is shaped like a candle. It's very handy. All you have to do is to light it up and then you have to melt a little puddle of it, which is about the size of your wax seal. Then you just press it down and leave it for about a minute to cool down. Wax seals are a very nice vintage touch and they also add a lot of texture. To attach this panel to the box, I'm applying the hot glue only at the four corners, and this way this panel is very easy to attach to the curved surface of the box. I'm applying a little bit of metallic rub-on paint with my finger right onto the wax seal. Paint is going to color the raised areas and it adds a very soft golden shimmer to the project. So this is how both boxes looks like. The hanging one can also be used as a lantern if you cut out some pattern on it and place a tea light inside. There is one more product by Helen Griffin that I would like to demonstrate in this video. It's a classic pillow box, but it has some very interesting features. So let's have a look. The set is called Large Pillow Box and it is indeed the largest pillow box die that I have seen. So this is the large pillow box template. There are also some dies that go with it. You can create the panels with this one and that one. There's also a decorative insert. There's a spiral flower template, some leaves, the small circle to make a notch, a tag, and there is also a smaller pillow box. To make a large pillow box, I will be cutting through 2 layers of patterned paper at one go. Those are also by Helen Griffin. So I'm placing them into the machine, I'm taping down my die on top and sanding it through, and it's going to cut through both layers just perfectly. That is going to save you a lot of time if you are going to mass produce those boxes. I'm using a circle punch to create a notch, but you can also use a die that is included in the set. Now I'm going to fold down the top tabs and then I'm going to stick down the vertical tabs. You can also do it the other way around, it doesn't really matter. Then I'm going to apply some liquid glue onto that narrow vertical tab, and I'm going to connect both pieces together. You can also use a strong tape adhesive if that is what you prefer. Then I'm flipping over the template, applying the glue onto the remaining tab and closing up the box. To finish assembling the box, I just have to fold down the top and bottom tabs, and this time I have also decided to use some adhesive at the bottom of the box, although it's not really necessary. The whole process is actually a classic pillow box, but the end result is really impressive because the size of the finished project is 7.5 and 7.5 inches, and it's 3 inches deep. Here is what it looks like in comparison to A2 size card. So I have decided to decorate that box, and I'm going to use other dies from the set. I've die cut this panel out of vellum, and I'm using the hot glue to attach it only at the 2 corners. This way it's very convenient to place it onto the concave surfaces. I'm also going to add a dot of glue in the center, and here is the panel attached. I will repeat this process on the other side as well. To decorate the front of the box, I have decided to use some Paper Discovery dies from Elegant Room die set. Those are quite large dies, and I think they will look great on a large pillow box. I've die cut everything out of vellum as well as out of white plain cardstock. Now I'm using just 3 dots of glue, placing them as a triangle to attach the Christmas tree onto the front of the box. Then I'm going to attach that little rug close to the Christmas tree, and then I'm going to place the dog image on top of the rug. I like using the hot glue because it dries in a few seconds. I also like attaching the images after the box is assembled because this way I'm kind of repeating the curve of the box, and the die cuts are not coming off. I've die cut the picture frame out of white cardstock. I backed it up with a piece of vellum, and now I'm sticking down the sentiment that is also the part of the Elegant Room die set. Then again, I'm applying the glue only to the corners of the frame, and I'm attaching it to the box. You can probably notice that some adhesive is showing through the vellum, so I have decided to use the Christmas tree decorations. They are also included in the set, and I'm sticking them down onto the Christmas tree. You have probably noticed that I'm using the new pickup pencil. I have just got it. It's called Sticks 2, and it's really inexpensive and very handy because you can operate it with just one hand. So after I have placed all the holiday decorations onto the tree, I still have some stars left, and I'm going to attach one of them onto the rug to cover up the adhesive, and I'm going to scatter the remaining ones on a project. I'm quite impressed with this large box. Unlike other pillow boxes, this one can also be used for larger format gifts, for instance the warm socks, hats and scarves. I have also created another smaller pillow box using the die from the same set. I just used the patterned paper, but I really enjoy the result. And here are the boxes that I have made earlier today. I have only used 2 die sets in this video, but Helen Griffin has many more, and I will leave a link down below in the description so you can check out the entire range. Now I am encouraging you to head over to Helen's channel and watch the video that she has created using my dies. I can't wait to see what she ended up with. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.